Yo, what is up everyone? Eminent Rhino here. Today I'm going to be discussing in my opinion, the top 5 most underrated Skylanders. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 5, Thumbback. Thumbback is really good with his anchor attack. His anchor attack can hit far range enemies and also close range too. And also he has a really cool belly flop attack, which is probably my favorite. He's really good, which is why it confuses me a bit why he's kind of low on tier lists. So that's number 5, Thumbback. Next up, number 4, Big Bubble Pop Fizz. Big Bubble Pop Fizz is really good because you can choose which kind of monster you want to be. Personally, my favorite's the blue monster with its bubble attack, but all are good in my opinion. And also in normal form, you can choose what kind of normal attack you want too. Well, still then I also like the bubble attack, but still the green acid blast and the other attacks are good as well. And that's why I like Big Bubble Pop Fizz. Number 3, Gusto. Gusto's really good. Like his boomerang hits twice and does big damage both times. And if you charge it up, it can do even more damage. And also he can suck in enemies to heal himself, and you can spin around with your boomerang. And this brings me to one of my favorite moves, when he spins around and becomes a hurricane. It's really overpowered. He's just like a big ball of lightning electrocuting enemies and creating hurricanes. That's why Gusto's really overpowered and doesn't get the love that he deserves. He's usually pretty low on the tier list. Next up, number 2, Slobbertooth. Slobbertooth is overpowered. I have no idea why he's the worst on all of the Swap Force Core's rankings. His bite attack can heal himself after a time. His head smash is really fast and does a lot of damage. His tail smash is good if you're trying to escape an enemy and do damage. And let me just explain why he's so overpowered. It's because of if you choose the bite path. With the bite path, you can create a cyclone to bring more enemies into your mouth. And you can also create goo when you spit them back out, basically poisoning enemies. So you can poison people and use them as projectiles. And it heals even more, which is one of the best parts of his bite attack already. So in my opinion, in Swap Force Cores, he should be like in the top 5. I don't know why he's always last place. It's really weird to me. And lastly, number 1, Gorilla Drilla. He is so good. I have no idea why he's so low on the tier list. He can create the turrets, which are just really good because you can just camp while the turrets do all the work. And the monkeys are really good because they do big damage and hit multiple times. So you can just set up the turrets and the monkeys and sit back and relax. And when you decide to go physical with your drill punch, you can go up and drill punch, and sometimes it even just kills the enemies before they have time to do their attacks. So it's very good. Usually in the tier list, he's like bottom 5, but I think he's maybe the best swapper. I have no idea why he's so low ranked, but he's really overpowered. He should be number 1. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you and goodbye.